What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So this past weekend, it was time for the Clifton comic show. Yes, the Clifton show is back. As of September, they are back in full effect. It usually closes down for the summer months because the gymnasium that they're using is utilized for summer camps, I believe it, or something else. So they usually shut it down for those 2 months, but it was back in full effect. And you know what? Let me show you what I'm talking about, because there were some great books to be found out there. I see that's what I'm talking about. That's a great show. There's always a lot of the comic community there that we all know and love, and guys like Streetside Anthony was set up there this time, which he normally doesn't. But it was just great seeing guys like Streetside Anthony and all of those other guys that are always at those shows. Mike from Comics, MC Squared actually right now, and guys like MTG, who's got his King Kong show coming up in new location. And talking to him, you are not going to want to miss this year's King Kong. It's going to be a one-day event, but what an event. Greg has some big things lined up for you guys, so make sure you're paying attention to that. Matter of fact, you need to see what the promo looks like for that, because that poster is sick. I hope they do this in a t-shirt. So talked around with guys in the community, and this show turned out to be more about quality instead of quantity for me. I picked up one book which I wanted for the longest time. I owned many years ago, read it to death, and it since has found its way out of my collection. It was early on, so I don't know if that got thrown away by my mom's, whatever it was. But vendor had it, and it was nice enough. I'm definitely going to keep this. This is a PC book, but who doesn't remember the Kiss #1 first one, and I tell you, this thing is pretty nice. It's probably a VF. I'm still debating if I'm going to press it and send it. I'm going to press it no matter what, but I'm still debating if I'm going to send it over to CGC. My man Mike at Main Street Comics just got one back. I think came back at 9.6. Talking about Main Street Comics, if you haven't heard, we have a drop-off location for our pressing service there. So Main Street Comics, hit up Mike, stop in, say hello, tell him Rod sent you, tell him you want to drop off some books for a drop-off service, and you don't have to put your books in the mail. They'll secure them securely for you. And while you're there, take a look at this store, because I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's just a great store. Another book I bought, and I keep picking this book up, but every time I pick it up, somebody buys it. It just doesn't stay on my shelves long enough, and that's Blip #1, first appearance of Super Mario's. These, I keep saying it, and the community's all the same. These video game books, be on the lookout, man. They do very, very well. Even there's some more obscure games that came out with like the Sega consoles and stuff like that. That books were done in the early '90s. You want to look for those books. They're becoming coveted, shall we say. And then these were the last two books I picked up. I picked up a really, really nice copy of Uncanny X-Men #101. High grade, VF or better. This book is really, really pretty. And this is going to go out to CGC. And I'm going to close it out by showing you, picked up this too. This book is clean. Super clean. Shout out to my man Mike for the killer deal on these two books. I bundled both of these, and this is Iron Fist 14, first appearance of Sabretooth, if you don't know that. Both of those books will be going off to CGC, so you'll see them coming back in the future haul. Both of them are VF or better. So fingers crossed, if I can get like a 9.0 on this thing, I'd be ecstatic. Super, super happy. This is a pretty book, man. It's such an underrated one. At the prices it's at now, I was having a conversation with some of the reputable dealers there, and they were even saying they believe the market still has a little bit of room to go down, but not much. And if you're not buying your bigger keys now, then you're missing out, because the market's not going to stay soft forever. Trust me on that one. We've seen this before. It's just like the stock market. You have bear markets and you have bull markets, and this is what's going to happen. So be on the right end of it. You don't get caught with your pants down. Don't buy high, buy low. And until the next video, peace.